Hey guys, it's Blair here, and I'm going to be doing a very brief recount of my book, about a book readathon that I tried to attempt on the weekend. I did one book. I'm quite happy. My aim was about 2 to 3 books in the week, but that week just was not happening for me. And I kind of got halfway through 2 other, like the manga and the poetry book, but I just got too busy, and I own it, so I'm very pleased that I did get one of my mangas read, because this book has been on my shelf for a long time. But I ended up finishing the poetry book on the Monday on the train, and I really enjoyed that, so I'm going to be doing like a sort of, a wrap-up. I'll just have it all on my monthly wrap-up. I think I was going to do a review on the mangas, which I'm going to probably do, but also I'm going to just refer to most of my wrap-up, because I think it's the 21st today, 22nd of May already, and this month has been really hectic and just not really reading that much, so that's one of my goals for June, is to get back into some reading, and hopefully I'm kind of almost at the midpoint with my business plan rough draft, and I'm finding that takes up a lot of my time, and my file effects hobbies take up a lot of my time, and I'm just sort of working the best way to get time management and reading done. And I've made a couple of lists as well, which I thought I'd show you, because this is kind of like I'm going to call it probably like a book update video. I am still in love with books. I am really excited to start getting back into reading again. I thought I'd show you, I do know a lot of videos have been going around on the booktube community about book jars and things like that. And I've always had some kind of jar-ish, like, bowl with books, like books I want to read or lists or anything like that. And I just sort of picked up an old jar that I had and I put some in there. This is just a quote that I had. It's kind of gone all funny because it's been up really high on a shelf for a long time, and where there's lots of condensation. So it says, "Money is not wealth, love is full of money." And that's kind of something I made up, or, kind of wrote for myself to remind me that when I'm buying books and stuff like that, or when I'm buying anything, and money doesn't equal love. Love is full of wealth and things like that. So just a little quote that I made up. It made a lot of sense to me at the time. It's been I think probably about a year or so since I've put it on there. So very old jar. As you can see inside, there is my list of 20 books that I wanted to read. Now, I wanted to read these books before I turned 23, and that's fast approaching. So I'm going to try and read those 20 books this year, and so that's my goal. And I have a separate shelf in my bedroom for that. And I also have some series books that I want to read, like the next one in the series and things like that as well. So just a couple to choose from. When I made this jar, I was very special because I wanted to put all the books that I wanted to read, and I had like the whole list of like Harry Potter and like Hunger Games and stuff like that, and I put it in the jar until I realised, hey, if I'm going to pull out another Harry Potter book and it's going to be the 4th or the 5th book and I'm only reading the 3rd, or like it's going to be the 6th book, that's going to be a bit funny. So if I pull out one to do with the Hunger Games or Harry Potter or anything like that, I'll generally just go and read the next book. So a bit of a derp in that respect. Also, I just recently added, and I'm sort of figuring out how to decorate it, but I decided to add this little pocket here, which I'm still expanding a bit. And it's just one of those Kiki K tag ones. And I've just put some extra paper in there, so if there's a book that I really want to read that needs to be read, but I can put it in the jar, I can just slip out a piece of paper, and I can always, once that's done, I can just sort of fill it up again or anything like that. So I thought that was really cute. This jar is pretty bunged up, so it's the perfect book jar really. And yeah, maybe one day I'll decorate it later on, but yeah, so that's my book jar. These are the 2 books that I have read. this past week, finished, so the manga, which I really enjoyed to the point that I'm actually considering getting a next one, even though it is $11 for the next manga. I'm not really big into manga, like buying manga, but I had the chance to buy this ages ago, so I did, and I actually really liked the story, and I liked the artwork as well, but more about that later. Again, more about this poetry book later. I really resonated with a lot of the poems in my own way, and I really want to get back into some poetry writing too, because I find that's really soothing and really great for me. Okay, so, and then we move on very quickly, file facts related. I don't want to go into too much detail because I just don't want to go into too much detail because it's a long video and I need to make it for my Philo Facts channel. So if you want an in-depth look at this, you can go to my Philo Facts channel, which is Blessed With, which is also my organizational channel and things like that. This channel is primarily reading and writing. So basically I bought this as a wallet, and this is now home to my Bittenbybooklust channel, blog, etc., and my Blessed With blog channel, etc. So I've been having a little bit of a fun time with that. But I thought to show you that I've made some lists. The first list I made is the 77 books that I have purchased for my Kindle off Amazon this year so far. So as you can see, I've got a lot of books that I need to catch up on. And this is also reminding me that, hell, where you have 77 books that you've purchased this year, I think you need to start reading them. And these are not including the ones I'm already halfway through. These are just the ones that I've bought and haven't even started yet. That's 77 out of like 500 I have on my Kindle. It's just insane. And then I made a currently reading page. So here is where I put my Kindle books that I'm reading and my physical books, and like any notes about books, like if my library books have to go back. And then blog posts, and I think that's it. And a review. I made a review tab too. I'm trying to go through this really quickly because I want to make a separate video on this. And then I have just basically got my box sets that I need to review, the authors that I need to review if there's got like just one book that they've sent me to review. And then I've got the top 10 most recent books that I have requested from NetGalley, and I want to get to that. So the most frequent one is the Naughty Girls book club, and so I'm looking forward to reading that. I was really excited to get that because it sounds really cute and sexy times, and I like that kind of stuff. And yeah, so, and then I just have a little thing for my wish list and books and stuff like that. So again, like I said, I'll go into more detail about this whole plan I've set up in my other channel. Now, if you are looking for something to organise your channels or your books or anything like this, I paid $21 for this, and it's a charm, guys. And because it's so thick, like the binder is so thick, I'm going to be able to shove a lot of crap in there, like a lot of lists, a lot of everything. So if you're interested in being a bit more organised with your book channel or your just list about books and things like that in general, and having them as a physical thing, like I tend to go to the shops, not so much now because I really don't buy many books at the moment prior to the list making controversy. Really, I just would sort of go into the bookshop and I'd be like, oh, is this the book that I want? Is this the author that I really wanted? Or, you know, is this the book that I've heard about that I wanted? Or anything like that. And I'd kind of like buy impulsively as well because I didn't really have a set list. So I'm going to be making like a list of like 10 books that I want to buy occasionally. So, you know, those 10 books might be bought over the next 6 months or something like that. But if I do see them or see any other books that I really want that are really cheap, like $5, $4, which is usually what I'm buying for them right now, paying for them right now, I'll also have a little bit of a list in here so I can say, okay, yep, I'll buy that now because it's cheap and I do want it. So, yeah, it's fantastic. It's a personal domino Philo Facts if you're interested. Anyway, I'm not going to be doing a Philo Facts promotion here, even though I'm tempted to. As for videos and things like that. I'm wanting to do a couple of reviews, and I want to also get on to some writing videos as well in the next couple of weeks. So June's going to be, I'm going to try and get a video out at least on this channel once a week, whether it's book related or writing related. Might even start scheduling in some sort of, Wednesdays, might be writing Wednesdays and bookish Sundays or something like that. Something just, consistent, so you guys can expect something every, twice a week. As well as, monthly wrap-ups. And I'm not going to be doing any more to-be-read piles because, honestly, I don't get to my to-be-read piles. I have too many to-be-read piles. So I'm just going to be reading however the hell I want to read from now on, because, just picking up a book whenever I feel like I need to. I'm currently reading about 13 books at the moment, so I really need to catch up on that sort of stuff. So, plus my Kindles and all sorts of jazz. Anyway, I thought that would be a good video to make. Also, my hair is getting exceedingly long. I don't know if you guys remember, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, but it was up to here, maybe. And now it's just grown so long. It's really curly, but it goes even further than that when it's down like that. Anyway, that was just random. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I do apologise for my absence, but as you can probably guess, I'm very, very busy with business and stuff like that. I'm getting this business plan up and running so I can go and get some assistance with it. And yeah, if you feel like you want to know anything about organisation, budgeting, filofaxing, stationery hauls, please go check out my channel, Blessed With. And if you have a book jar video, please send it my way, or if you have heard of any book jar videos, please send it my way, because I like looking at people's book jars. It's kind of weird. But yeah, guys, also, very quickly, I'm thinking about 26 books with my 50 book challenge, so I'm really keeping it at 50 books this year. No stress whatsoever. So far so good. No immediate need to finish anything, so yeah. Love you guys, thank you guys for watching, and bye.